Yo, what up guys, Rogue Anime here, bringing you a new video. This video is going to be the top 10 dubbed romance anime that are under 14 episodes. This video is for all you guys out there that want a quick watch, don't want to wait too much for the storyline, just want a fast-paced story. So let's get right into it. First, I want to name 5 anime that did not make my list but were close. First, we have Sky Wizards Academy. Second, we have Lord Marksman and Vanadis. Third, we have Absolute Duo. Fourth, we have Fuka. And fifth, we have The Devil is a Part-Timer. Number 10 on this list, we have The Sacred Blacksmith. Now, this anime is about a girl, Cecily Campbell, who is looking for a person to repair her sword. That's when she meets the main guy, protagonist, Luke Ainsworth. He's a blacksmith that's going to prepare her sword, but he can also fight. And this is how they met, and pretty much the romance goes from there. But there's also a lot of action. They have to fight the main antagonist in the story. I don't really remember too much about it. It's been a while, probably about a year since I've watched this anime, but it's a pretty good watch. It's pretty funny too, and I think you guys would like this one a lot. Moving on to number 9 on this list, we have World Break, Aria of Curse for a Holy Swordsman. Now, this is one of my personal favorite animes, and this anime takes place in a magic school or magic academy where there are students who can use magic, and some of them that can use their magic to summon weapons. And the main character, guy Moroha, meets a girl on the first day of school who claims that she knew him in his past life. And then he also meets another girl. She claimed that met him in the past life also. So pretty much just a little triangle there between those two girls. And yeah, this guy is a pretty OP character, and he's pretty strong, and he can take down almost any of the enemies and monsters that were in this anime. As for the romance aspect, there was a little romance between both the girls. They didn't really favor one side completely, but yeah, I guess. And there wasn't really a clear ending of who he ended up being with, but I still think you guys would enjoy this a lot. And yeah, there's a lot of funny moments in this anime, and there's some romance parts too that you guys would like. Number 8 on this list, we have Masamune's Revenge. Now, this anime is about a guy who met a girl when he was younger, but he was very fat, and pretty much she didn't want to hang out with him anymore, and she made fun of him. Well, not really made fun of him, but she pretty much didn't want to hang out with him anymore, didn't want to see him anymore, so he got angry, he ran away. And fast forward to high school, he got in shape, he's ripped now, he's a hotshot of the school, all the girls like him, and his goal is to find the same girl he met before, get her to fall in love with him, and then dump her just like she did to him when they were kids. So I mean, it's a pretty complex story plot, but I personally thought there was too much of a cliffhanger at the end, and this one's based off a manga, so I've read the manga, and it's a lot better personally than the anime, but that's just because the anime is short and they kind of cut it off. But yeah, there's some good parts still in a 12 episode anime, so I think you guys would still find this one pretty interesting, so go give this one a watch. Number 7 on this list, we have Date A Live. In this anime, there's a disaster that's been happening called a space quake. It's caused by spirits, so the main character, Shido, goes to check it out, or he's actually just caught up in the event of a space quake in the middle of a city. He goes to check it out, and he sees the spirit, which is a girl, and the only way to defeat the spirit is to either pretty much fight the spirit till death, or the other way is to make them fall in love. And yeah, that's pretty much the main plot of this story. He pretty much tries to stop Toka, who is the spirit, by making her fall in love with him. So yeah, I would say that you just want to try. Now, moving on to number 6 on this list, we got Trinity 7. Now, this is actually one of my personal favorite animes, and in this anime, the main character, Arata, there was a thing called the breakdown phenomenon that pretty much destroyed his town, but a thing that gave it to him by his cousin that was called the Magical Grimoire, which pretty much artificially built his city and town. So he's been living in it thinking that nothing's happened, but in reality it's just a fake. And one day the artificial town disappears from him, and another girl appears before him, Lilith, and she tells him the only way to save his town is either to hand over the grimoire, which is a book, or he can die. But he tells her that he wants to join the Magic Academy, which he goes to. This is where he goes to pretty much get stronger, and he has to go find his cousin, who was lost. And him and Lilith have a pretty strong relationship, and obviously there's a lot of romance well, not a lot, but there's a little bit of romance between them too. So if you guys like those magic school type animes and with a little bit of romance and some action, this is definitely one you guys should go watch. Number 5 on this list, we have Chivalry of a Failed Knight. And now this anime, the main character Ikki is attends a magic academy. Yep, I know, another magic academy anime. But in the first day of school, he's roomed with a girl, Stella, and pretty much this is how their relationship started. So but the difference is he's a F rank knight, which means he's pretty much has the lowest magical power, and she's I believe an A rank knight, but could be B, but I'm pretty sure she's an A rank knight. On the first day of school, or in the first day of school, they spar and he wins. And so this is pretty much where his journey starts. I mean, there's the relationship between Stella and Ikki, and then Ikki's goal is pretty much to be the best he can be at F rank. So yeah, it's a pretty good anime. I definitely tell you guys to go watch this if you also like another Magic Academy type anime. So yeah, give this one a watch. Number 4 on this list, we have Akashic Records. And yep, the third straight Magic Academy anime on this list. This is another one of my personal favorite animes. And in this anime, 2 girls, Sistine and Rumia, attend the Magic Academy. They're both just really good students, trying to learn more about magic. And everything's going good, but one of their teachers retired, and a new teacher comes in, Glenn Radars, which is their new instructor, and he's pretty much a nutcase. I mean, he's lazy, doesn't teach them anything, and I mean, both the girls hate him. In the Empire, there's sketchy forces hidden trying to take over, and Glenn is secretly probably the strongest person in that school, and he fights them off and teaches his students about magic when he finally snaps out of it, I guess. And yeah, he ends up teaching them a lot, and he becomes one of the favorite teachers at the school. All the students love him there, and it's kind of hard to tell who we develop a relationship with, but it could be either between Sistine or Rumia. But yeah, you guys should go watch it if you want to find out. Now moving into the top 3, at number 3 we have Danmachi. This anime takes place in a fantasy setting, and the main character, Belle Cornell, he's not very strong at first, but he wants to be the greatest adventurer in the land. So pretty much there's a dungeon in the city where people go and fight the monsters. All the adventurers go to fight the monsters there, and he goes every day, tries to become the best. And after a while, he rapidly gets stronger and stronger. And after only a few months, and then he becomes like one of the strongest people in the town. So yeah, you guys should go watch this one. It's there's not much of a storyline to it. He pretty much just goes back, fights the monsters, comes back, but he does develop a little relationship with his goddess that he lives with, Hestia, and he also gets attracted to Eyes Wallenstein, who's another adventurer, but she's like the strongest, I think, in the whole area, and she's a woman, so it's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, go guys, you just want to watch. I mean, I liked it a lot. It was good, but it was good for a short anime. It's only 13 episodes, so yeah, just go check this one out. Now moving into number 2, we have EF, Tale of Memories. This is a very strong anime. It's pretty much just straight romance and drama. So there's 2 main characters in this. One of the main characters meets a girl, and they pretty much develop their relationship together. And then he also finds out that she's in the same school as him, and that's how they develop even further. But the only twist is he has a childhood friend who really likes him, and then pretty much there's a little like rivalry there going on. But in the end, it kind of works out, I guess. But the anime makes it seem pretty sad for them if you watch it. It's just based on how they portray it. But yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything. So if you guys want to see their ending, just watch it. And for the second character, he always wanted to be like a knight in shining armor to a girl, and he eventually does meet a girl. But the only twist is she can only retain her memory for a certain amount of time. So pretty much whatever they say to each other one day, the next day she doesn't even know who she is, and she doesn't even know who he is. So that's why she has to write in a journal every day. Yeah, their relationship is pretty tragic if you watch it. So yeah, if you guys like one of those sad type animes where it doesn't end, I mean, it ended okay, I guess, but it was pretty sad. If you guys ever watch Clannad, it's almost like that. So yeah, you guys want a little romance, a little tragedy, you guys should go check this out. Well, not tragedy, but yeah, sad romance. Now, finally, the number 1 anime on this list is World End. Yeah, this is my favorite anime I watched this year so far, and this is another sad romance anime, just like the last one I mentioned. But this one takes place in a fantasy world, so it's not like a high school slice of life style anime. In this anime, the main character, Willem, he pretty much gets assigned to a warehouse where he has to take care of a bunch of girls who were known as weapons. And pretty much he develops a relationship with one of the girls, and it's smooth for about a few weeks or so, and eventually something happens. Something happens to her. I'm not really gonna spoil it, but let's just say this anime had my eyes watering a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, and so did the last anime, EF. That had me a little teary, but yeah, this ending is a pretty sad ending. If you guys can't really take sad or not too good endings, I would say not to watch this. But I did enjoy it. I mean, their relationship was good. It was pretty fun to watch his relationship progressing with her and all the other girls at the warehouse. So yeah, this is gonna conclude my list. Until my next video, take care.